Sanibonani guys, welcome back to yet another video, and I want us to speak about Ukhuzo and his wife Uti. So on the trailer of Married at First Sight, we see her saying something where she said, just like him breathing was annoying me. Now, obviously, guys, that is a trailer, and trailers, they just take like a sentence that a person says, they take it out of context, they make context, they mix it with other small shots just to push the narrative that they wanted to. They actually want to push. So we're going to be able to see on Sunday of what really was the full context of what she was actually speaking about. But according to me, I think that she was actually speaking about the incident of baby daddy, because we see Ukuto actually speaking on that as well. So in my head, it only makes sense that she was also referring to the same thing. The scene specifically where Uti was taking out her irritation and her anger out on Ukhuto because she was mad at baby daddy. Why? Okay, Ukhuto did not even know what she was mad at up until they got to the sunglasses place, and that's when Dee told him that, listen, like, I'm sorry for being snappy at you. It's just that my baby daddy, what. But it looked like, or for me, what I got is that Dee was actually saying, like, I was so irritated at my baby daddy that now I was irritated at everything that Ukhuto was doing. Not that there was something wrong that Ukhuto was doing. Either or, guys, whichever one they were talking about, I want to talk about the reality, guys, of marriage. That, you know, this thing that we normally say, you need to be 100% ready for marriage and whatnot. I am, you see, with these couples, I am starting to think there's no such thing as being 100% ready for marriage. I am sorry. I know there's some people who are going to disagree with me, but, and I know with Buitepo and her husband, it looks like they were 100% they were 100% ready for marriage, but I don't believe there's such a thing called a perfect relationship. There's no perfect relationship because we are both human beings. We are flawed human beings. We have izinto zethu. There's no such thing as a perfect relationship and a perfect marriage. I just think there are people who are mature enough, or who at least have the maturity and the experience to be able to communicate like decent people or like adults, which is what I think Ubuitepo and Usebenzile does. They themselves, last week, they said their relationship is not perfect. So I feel like with Uti, guys, I honestly feel like even before she came into the show, it could be that Ugel did not even know that her baby daddy triggered her like that. Because that's what I've realized marriage will do. Marriage seems to be like a mirror, you guys. And some of the traumas, some of the things you think you have dealt with, and some of the things you think are not an issue, in marriage, it will show you today an issue. I was even thinking of Uzitobile. I don't think Uzitobile knew she could be triggered to that point where she's crying literally for everything. I feel like that was an eye-opener for her in marriage, because sometimes we all out here on the internet, we like, Uzitobile, hi, she was not married, she was not ready for marriage. Why did she come to a show like this? Ndondoni, like Okukumo, and it dawns on me that, guys, some things more wine when you're single. There's no one who's triggering you like that, because no one is in your space like that. It's not the same as umjolo, you guys. When you get married, you become one with that person, and that person becomes the most or the closest person that is capable of getting you mad and getting you feeling in love, or all of those things, like all in one day. So I really do. I appreciate Dee going through all of these emotions on the show, especially for people who have relationships like Udim and Ukhuto with their baby mamas or their baby daddies. I appreciate seeing this so much, because I feel like there's so many people who can actually relate to this, and so many people who actually know Uguti. They have children. They no longer with their baby daddies or their baby mamas. So the reality is they are probably going to get married in a situation where a man or woman's going to have to come in and accept their baby daddy or accept that there's a present father in their children's lives. That's why I'm saying I don't even think Uti knew that you could get triggered like this up until she got onto the show. And the show, obviously, you're getting married, guys, to someone ongamazi. It's a new, fresh dynamic. There's certain parts of yourself that you were not even aware. It's like it's londa, guys, that you think is healed. Kanti leso slonda. Well, you know, it's londa that looks like it's healed, and then it has like a dry layer on top of it, and it looks like it's healed. But the moment you touch it, you see like blood coming out, and you realize that though there's a dry layer on top, it's not fully healed. I feel like it's something like that. So marriage requires everyone to grow inside of it. That's why I'm saying there's no such thing as a perfect marriage, because all of us in marriage, if there are people who are married, best believe they will tell you that, I've seen the things that I am capable of. I've seen myself at my worst. I've seen myself at my best. But really, if you really put in the work that marriage requires you to do, you guys, I have seen marriage bring out the beauty out of people, because it forces you to grow. You would realize between I'm at trauma, and then you're like, no, I'm actually bleeding on my partner. I'm at trauma. I need to go and get some help. So also with Uzitobile, maybe she didn't even realize she's got this trauma, and maybe after the show she's realizing I really need to get some help, because when you've got certain traumas, guys, you are even blinded to see that someone's trying to love you, because there are underlying issues that make you think the way you think, they make you reason the way you reason, they make you react the way you react. So there's so many layers to why people act the way they do. But all I want to say is that I appreciate Uti going through these raw emotions. And even though some people really judge her and they're like, this one better baby mama, she didn't get over her ex, all of that, but she's with a good man. And I am thankful that Ukuto is with her in this marriage, because sometimes you need to realize, guys, that you've got a good partner, and all you need to do is work through certain things with your partner. Dee is a good woman. She seems like, listen, if you've got her by your side, pushy life in. So I really do feel like these two people, they want the same things in life. It's just that one might be struggling in an area where the other, like Dee might be struggling in an area where Ukuto's not struggling in there. And I am really grateful that Ukuto decided to stay in this marriage and hold her hand and help her grow out of having an ex, having so much hold in your life to a point where they affect your whole day. And the reality is, guys, a lot of people can speak to that your ex, your baby daddy, your baby mama, the way they get to you so much, they can really affect your whole day. And sometimes you need to look at yourself and ask yourself, what are the underlying issues that's making this person have so much hold in my life? Because you can't always be pointing to baby daddy or baby mama and saying, hey, but toxic, they want it. You need to look at yourself and take some accountability and ask, but why am I allowing them to have so much hold in my life? So you know what? Big ups to Ukuto and Uti. They've come a long way, you guys. I wish them all the best. Even though they are discussing this issue on the reunion, they are holding hands, you guys. They are still very much together. And I love this couple, you guys. And hence, I wish them the best. Anyway, guys, tell me what you guys think about this. Please do make sure you like the video. Please do subscribe. It is absolutely for free of charge. And I'll see you guys on the next one.